0% of you are subscribed. Fix that.
Dude, Shu doesn't even believe in the abolition of the commodity form. You think she thinks Noam Chomsky, an anarcho-syndicalist, is a Alright. Alright.
And I'm kind of sad to see it, because I think it's an unhealthy place to be for a start. I don't think it helps people with mental health problems.
As opposed to the skeptic community, a well-known bastion of well-adjusted individuals. Shu, I was looking at your political compass test, and I can't help but worry about you, Shu. I think it's very unhealthy what you're doing to yourself. Noam Chomsky should be to your left, but he's actually to your right, Shu. It's very concerning how far off you've gone. I've spoken with Antifa. Well, I've spoken with people who claim to have met Antifa, and they say that you're so far to the left of them that they would die to prevent you from ever taking power. And stop.
Because I feel that it kind of weakens them and makes them feel like the world is a titanic system that is oppressing them and always pushing down on them, and there's very little that they can do to push back.
What?
And I don't agree.
Oh yeah, that's lefties, dude. They're always talking about how there's no point in fighting the system. This is coming from conservatives who are currently talking about how the whole fucking American political system is conspiring to perform a coup on Trump.
I think there's a lot you can do to push back, and I think that this kind of personal agency is a much more healthy and...
I don't care. How bad do you have to do in the political compass test in order to get a right-winger? How bad do you have to do? Okay, hold on. It's not much, right? It's not much, okay? How bad do you have to do? How much do you have to fuck this up? If economic globalization is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity. I'm gonna be a Nazi, by the way. I am now a Nazi. I'm Nick Fuentes. It should primarily serve humanity rather than the interests of transnational corporations. Strongly agree, because fuck transnational corporations. That's Jewish shit. I'll always support my country, whether it was right or wrong. Of course, no one shoot. No, wait. Actually, Nick Fuentes said that he doesn't even care about America. He's just behind Trump. So disagree. No one chooses their country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. Strongly disagree. Our race has many superior qualities compared with other races. Okay, yeah, obviously. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. This is a meaningless fucking platitude that varies based on the conditions. Disagree? I don't know. Military action that defies international law is sometimes justified. Well, an isolationist, anti-interventionalist Nazi would say, no, our foreign intervention is only to serve the Jewish people. So I would say, strongly disagree. No. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. Yeah, Hollywood. Hollywood is corrupting all the youth with their interracial pornography or whatever. Strongly agree. Reminder that I am answering from the perspective of a Nazi, not myself. People are ultimately divided more by class than by nationality. Yeah, but I just disagree. Controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment. Nazis don't give a fuck about inflation controlling. Strongly disagree. Hello. Because corporations cannot be trusted to voluntarily protect the environment, they require regulation. Yes, these people... What? Didn't Nazi Germany impose environmental regulations? Right? Didn't they do that? Yeah, they did, yeah. Eco-fascism is a thing. From each according to his ability to each according to their need is a fundamentally good idea. Obviously, a Nazi wouldn't agree with that. The freer the market, the freer the people. No, that is not something one would believe in if they had those positions. It's a sad reflection in our society that something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled, branded consumer product. Yes, anti-consumerism is a big component of like modern alt-right positions. Land shouldn't be a commodity to be bought and sold. They disagree with that. It is regrettable that many personal fortunes are made by people who simply manipulate money and contribute nothing to their society. Yes, that is a big problem. Protectionism is sometimes necessary in trade. Strongly agree. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver profit to its shareholders. Strongly disagree. It should support the nation or the race or whatever. In the mind of another person who is a Nazi. The rich are too highly taxed. Disagree. Those with the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Probably agree. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Yeah, that's like the far right talking point these days, isn't it? The government should destroy like Twitter and shit like that because it misleads the public. A genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predatory multinationals to create monopolies. Yeah, big time. Abortion, when the woman's life is not threatened, should always be illegal. Strongly agree, of course. All authority should be questioned. Strongly disagree. Eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. Strongly agree. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. Strongly disagree. Schools should not make classroom attendance compulsory. Probably disagree. I feel like in Nazi Germany, they probably made it compulsory. That'd probably be my guess. All people have their rights, but it is better for all of us that different sorts of people should keep to their own kind. No comment. Good parents sometimes have spanked their children. Yes. It's natural for children to keep some secrets for their parents. Disagree. Possessing marijuana for personal use should not be a criminal offense. I don't know what the opinion is on weed degeneracy right now. I don't know. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generation to find jobs. Disagree. People with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Strongly agree. The most important thing for children to learn is to accept discipline. Yep. There are no savage and civilized people. There are only different cultures. Nope. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's report. Agree. When you're troubled, it's better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things. Yup. First-generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within the new country. Yep. What's good for the most successful corporations is always ultimately good for us. Nope. No broadcasting institution, however independent its content, should receive public funding. Disagree. Our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counter-terrorism. Disagree. A significant advantage of a one-party state is it avoids all the arguments that delay process in a democratic political system. Agree. Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need be worried. I'd say disagree. I feel like surveillance is they mix, depending the alt-right, they get mixed feelings on this. The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Yes. In a civilized society, one must always have people above to be obeyed and people below to be commanded. Of course, that's something they believe in. Abstract art doesn't represent anything and shouldn't be considered art at all. Strongly agree. In criminal justice, punishment should be more important than rehabilitation. Strongly agree. It's a waste of time. Yep, strongly agree. The business person and the manufacturer are more important than the writer and the artist. Strongly disagree. The culture war shit is very highly emphasized by the alt-right. Holy shit, he's trolling. Guys, I'm literally just trying to answer this as if I were an alt-righter to see how the test placed me. Fuck me, you people are dense. Mothers may have careers, their first duty is to be homemakers. Obviously, Nazis believe that. Multinational corporations are unethically exploiting the plant-generating resource developing countries. Strongly disagree, they don't give a fuck about other countries. Making peace with the establishment is an important aspect of maturity. Strongly disagree. They don't believe that. Astrology accurately explains many things. Yeah, I agree. They believe in forms of that, yeah. You cannot be moral without being religious. Yep, Tradcaths certainly believe that. Charity is better than social security as a means of helping the genuinely disadvantaged. I'd say disagree. Some people are naturally unlucky. I don't know what the fuck that means. Agree. It's important my child's school instills religious values. Strongly agree. Last page. Sex outside marriage is immoral. Agree. Same-sex couples should not be able to adopt from the perspective of a Nazi. Pornography should be illegal. The business of the state is people in the bedroom. No one can feel naturally homosexual. The day's openness about sex gone too far. Strongly. Okay. Yeah. This should be the perspective of a dengist, not a literal Nazi. I literally answered all of that as a Nazi. I said, strongly agree there should be people to look down to. The state should control everything. Races are superior to others. And they still put me here. It's a dog shit test. I don't care. Okay.